Hello, I'm Michael Finn, holistic exercise and lifestyle coach, and today I'm going to walk you through a beginning meditation, a little bit of a practice. So, first, I am going to talk you through what we're going to do really quick, and then we will start the meditation. I will do it right with you so that you can practice this on your own, but I will kind of walk you and talk you through the whole process as we go through it. Okay, so here we go. So, first thing, we need to practice our breathing. So, even right now, as I'm talking to you and explaining it, I want you to sit up nice and tall. You can also do this laying down. I recommend that your feet are flat on the ground. So, if you are laying down, that you have your legs bent so that your feet are flat on the ground, but preferably like sitting up on a good comfortable chair or an exercise ball or something like that, somewhere where you can sit up really tall because we want to lengthen our whole spine up nice and tall too. So it's good if the chair you are sitting on, if your hips are either at the same level of your knees or slightly higher, so that you're not kind of cramped in through the hips or anything like that. Okay, so feet flat on the floor. It's nice if your hands are also on your thighs or your knees, okay, because we're going to be focusing a lot on the feeling on the bottom of your feet and the feeling in your hands and your legs. And then a nice tall, what we call refer to as Tai Chi spine, where you're kind of trying to reach your tailbone down a little bit and you're trying to reach the crown of your head up a little bit and trying to lengthen everything as tall as you can. And then we're going to breathe. And as you breathe, you want to inhale in through the nose and fill that tummy all the way up. And you don't want to force it so much, but you do want to take the deepest breath you most comfortably can. As you get better with this, and as we do different meditation practices and or breathing practices, you'll be able to expand your lung capacity and your breathing capacity even more. So really fill everything up all the way to the bottom. Try to push it all the way down into your lower abdomen and make that lower spine, really tall. So your shoulders shouldn't be coming up. You shouldn't be breathing up here. It should all be down low. And the shoulders will only rise ever so slightly at the very end. And then same thing with your exhalation, going out through the nose preferably, and relaxing with every exhalation. So I kind of like to try to think about with every inhale, try to make that spine as tall as you can. And with every exhale, try to keep your head and your spine as tall as you can and let your shoulders sink down and relax and let your arms just kind of hang. So like right now, my elbows, if I put my fingertips over the ends of my knees, my elbows don't quite touch my thighs, but I try to get my shoulders to relax so much that by the time I'm done with a meditation, my elbows are actually kind of touching my hips a little bit because my shoulders are so relaxed, yet my head is still like really stretched up high. Okay. So that's our position. And then with this meditation, what I kind of want to do is sometimes I kind of feel that it helps a little bit to relax things if we do a couple of breath holds. So initially, once we do a couple of breaths, which I want you to be practicing right now as I'm talking with your breaths of inhaling in through the nose, filling everything up, and exhaling everything out. I'm going to say, let's take a hold breath. So I'll be on your next breath. Inhale, hold that breath for a count of 5 at the top. Okay, you'll kind of gently draw in your belly a little bit and really lengthen as you hold that breath gently for 5 seconds. And then exhale it out nice and slowly, just like you were before, and really relax into the exhalation. That exhalation really stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is a relaxed nervous system, and really helps to turn on those alpha brain waves that we want to turn on while we're meditating. All right, so here we go. Let's start the practice. So eyes closed is great, but you can have them open as well as if you want to. I just find that it's easier to get inside yourself because we really want to focus on breathing. Okay. Um, Let me throw one other thing in here really quick. because I want to do this with this meditation. So once we get going, and I've kind of talked you through it, I'm going to say, let's start counting our breaths. So I want you to inhale and count 1 inside your head, and then I want you to exhale and count 2. So this way we can focus our mind on counting, and then inhale 3, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 6, all the way up to 10. And then once you get to 10, just go back to 1 and start over again. And this way we can focus our mind and try to learn how to quiet it from all the busyness going on around us. Now, this doesn't mean that you should get upset if thoughts come into your head. It's going to happen. It happens to me all the time. Over the course of, say, a longer meditation, or even on a day when I'm a little bit wound up, in a 30-minute period of time, I might lose focus 3 or 4 times. So that's fine. All you do is you just go, great, that's a nice little thought. Let it kind of pass on in front of you like a movie does, and get right back into your counting. Just, either pick up where you left off or just go back to 1 again, whatever comes easiest to you. Okay, and just follow through that. But this is a practice. And the more you practice, which I recommend you do this every day, the better it will be. Okay, so we're going to go about roughly 10 minutes or so. I'm not really going to keep track on the timing or anything like that. I'm just going to talk you through it and breathe through it with you. So here we go. So big breaths in through the nose, fill that tummy up, and exhale and relax it out. Focus on the feeling of your feet on the floor and your hands on your thighs and your nice tall spine. And making everything as tall and stretched out as you can. And now on your next inhale, I want you to fill everything up nice and full, and then hold that inhale for 5 seconds at the top, counting nice and slow, and then exhaling and then going back into a natural breathing pace for you. So just a natural breathing pace, inhaling. When you're ready to exhale, exhale. When you're ready to inhale, inhale. Focus on that feeling of the feet flat on the floor, the hands on the thighs, our nice tall spine. On your next breath in, let's hold at the top. So a big breath in. Hold for 5. Really try to stretch that spine while you're holding for 5. 3, 2, 1, and then exhale and relax. Breathe normally, filling everything up into the belly, exhaling all of it out, relaxing the shoulders, nice tall spine. If it is a little bit too much to support your own weight sitting up, you can always sit in a chair with a back and lean back and give a little support that way, but still focus on being up really tall. See if your tongue is in the physiological position of rest. It goes there when you swallow, with the tip of the tongue being on touching the roof of the mouth right behind the front teeth. And you'll know if you're doing this meditation right because your mouth will start filling up with saliva. You'll have to swallow every couple of minutes. If your mouth gets very dry, it's because you're staying in a sympathetic state. So big full breaths all the way in, all the way out. Let's go one more holding breath. Your next breath, take it in, fill everything up. Hold for 5. Really tall. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, really relax the shoulders down. And then back to normal, full, deep breathing. Filling everything up. And now let's start with quieting the mind. So every time you inhale, I want you counting 1. Every time you exhale, count 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 6. Inhale 7. Exhale 8. Inhale 9. Exhale 10. Inhale 1. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. So now count on your own, in your own head. Follow your own breathing. While you're counting, try to focus on the feeling of your feet on the floor and your hands on your thighs and your nice tall spine. Especially if some other thoughts start creeping into your head, just go right back to 1 and start over again. It's not a problem. I'm going to be quiet for a little while and you focus on your counting, and I'm going to do the same. Full breaths all the way in, all the way out. Nice tall spine, feet on the floor, feel them on the floor. Feel the hands on the thighs. Might be getting warmer because you're generating energy with your breath. Keep focusing on your counting. Even if thoughts come into your head, just let them pass through and go back to your counting. It's perfectly normal. You may see colors with your eyes closed. You might feel your heart beating different places in your body. All perfectly normal. Might get tingliness in your hands and your fingers or in your feet. All energy. Every time you breathe, you're creating energy vortexes in your cerebral spinal fluid, pumping up and down your whole spine all the way to your brainstem, activating alpha brain waves. Go a little bit longer, counting quietly in your brain, in your mind. Breathe nice and slowly at a comfortable pace for you, trying to fill everything up, trying to exhale it all out, not making it hard, but just doing as much as you possibly can comfortably without any effort. Feel those shoulders sinking down and the head reaching up. Let's try to get to 10 two more times. So continue your breathing, but feel your whole body and how it feels now. Feel how it's calmer. Your brain's a little calmer. Your spine's nice and tall. You should feel a little warmer. You should have good moisture in the mouth. All for stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. This is actually very good to do before you go to sleep. So you get your body into that parasympathetic mode before going to sleep. Your body will burn more fat in that state. It will repair better, sleep better. And then slowly open your eyes. But try to stay in this state. You can practice this style of breathing at any time, not just when you're meditating, but it's very good. This is the way you should be breathing, fully inflating and fully exhalation. If you're working out hard and you're trying to grow muscle, this is really good to do after workouts. It'd be very easy to get into an alpha brainwave state after a workout, and it will really help you recover between workouts as well. There is only positive things that come from great meditation. So you can practice with this video as many times as you like. You can also do it on your own. I recommend that you do it every single day. Any time of day works, but typically either at the beginning of your day or at the end of the day, or both, is the most effective. Sometimes after meals is also a good time. It aids in digestion if you have issues with digestive issues. And then I would track it. I would mark it on your calendar and try to practice for a minimum of 100 days in a row, which in the Qigong world is called a gong, showing one cycle of practice. So you'll find other meditations on my channel. Make sure to subscribe. All my other meditations will start off with the title of meditation in the first word for the title of the video. I hope you practice well. If you have questions or want to give feedback, feel free to put something in the comments or email me at michael@finfit.com and let me know how you're doing and what other meditations you might like. I hope all of you have a happy and healthy day.